Hi, chat. I thought I was ready, and then I realized I forgot this downstairs. Well, you can't really see it. And then I realized I don't know where my just pressed is. And I don't know, maybe I'll look for it more in a little bit. I'm super organized, chat, you know, as usual. As usual. Hi. Munchkins with first, juice with a beanie treat for later. Super Dawn, welcome in. Punch Buggy with first, Super Dawn with firstest. Rainu, hello. Marushka, hello. Trina, Math, Daggett, Caddy, Izzy, Melissa, hello. JR with a bean treat for later. Daggett, almost
a year now.
Soon, Daggett. Why is this broken? Anyway, chat, I hope you're having a good evening. I got a lot of shit done yesterday and it just made me feel more disorganized. You ever have a day like that? I mentioned in Discord I did get Born Ugly. I might use it today. I'm really not sure what I'm gonna do. TBD. But I did break a nail pretty badly. It looks really bad. I thought maybe it wasn't that bad when I first did it. But I mean, I've still got a nub of free edge, but yeah. It broke kind of uneven. Well, you can see, and it peeled a little bit. But I mean, I'm for the most part past the patches phase of my life, chat. I just don't have the fucking patience for it.
Hi, Colette and chat.
Son, thank you for the 79 months. Also, Luigi, I don't think I said hello. But yeah, I hope everybody's having a good night. I'm kind of frustrated that I didn't think about looking for this before I started stream. I'm toying with the idea of, like, you know, something like quote unquote the ugliest gradient ever in the world or something. But that's not gonna work if I can't find just pressed. Not pressed? The fuck is that called? Or I do something to try and make it not ugly. The Manny is so good, and it's hanging in there. It's fantastic. The blue glow that just the whole thing of it has, and very good smooshy smooshes. Let me just look a couple places, chat. I mean, or I could pick some other things to go with it, but then I don't know if I could call it the ugliest. And I don't think it's ugly. But, you know, it is kind of a weird color. Maybe it's in here. Like, I've used it before. So it's possible it's out somewhere. But, like, that was quite a while ago. One would think I would have put it away by now. Maybe. Oh, no, that's not it. Damn, chat. Like, when What collection was just pressed a part of? Does anybody remember? Oh. Ah, here it is. Score chat. Found it. Okay. Oh, it is earthy. Down to earth. That's right. Okay, so Born Ugly is the April Fool's Holo Taco color. It's a greenish, brownish cream that I think is so named because it's all the things that all the worst sellers end up being, right? Now correct me if I'm wrong, Not Pressed is discontinued now, right? Because people thought it was so ugly. But it's not. They go perfect. And like maybe we get a third color in there. Because it's nice to have 3 colors. Also, Rat Leg, hello, did I say hi? Did I miss? I probably missed a whole bunch of stuff while I was up looking around. Hi, if I missed you. So here's what I'm thinking. Oh, this is not what I thought it was. I guess that's why it was darker than I thought it was, because it wasn't the color that I thought it was. Here's Headhunter. I think that certainly could go. I thought Headhunter was Monstera. And I was like, man, Monstera's darker than I remember, but it wasn't. That's why. Modest Mouse also... Modest Moss also might work. Or if we wanted to have the discontinued quote-unquote ugly green trifecta, Matcha Maker. Although I actually don't know if it goes as well. I guess maybe it would go on the yellower end. I don't like it as well as the other 2 greens, I don't think. I also pulled this out, like I could just pop it in with a touch of like absolutely gorgeous green. I don't know if it's like too much though. Para Don't Bother Me. Oh, look at that. I think I do pretty good color combinations. Chat, do you like my color combinations? Glare. So yes and yes. And then like one of these 3. I'm not talking about a water marble. Am I? I don't have any water up here. No. Do I need to go get water? We could do another smooshie. Is that cheating to do 2 smooshies in a row? I mean, I have this, but this is ice water. This, you can't use ice water for marbling. This is ice water, filtered water. Ice temperature. Well, slightly above ice temperature. Rebecca-nator. Wait, is it Re-Baconator? Or is it like Rebecca-nator, Baconator? Am I overthinking this? Hello, welcome. How do you pronounce your name? Oh, Not Pressed is still in stock. Chat, get it while it's available to be got. I mean, if we just look at these 3 on their own, I mean, you could do something here too. But I mean, we do this. We definitely could make that a gradient. Or, I don't know if this is appropriate for that. I thought the other day, I saw something. I don't remember what it was. I haven't done a Manicure in a while. I don't know how I would necessarily make this work as a Manicure though. A green topper? I mean, I don't know if I would want to do anything that would like take away too much from the colors. I mean, I have like whatever the green shimmer is. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's not the call. You guys know what the call is? Hold on. Gold. Oh, I do have, no. Yes. I was gonna say, I think gold, I don't know if I have gold out. What do we think about other options? I mean, we could consider lunar. Or solar, I think. Or I don't know how I feel about holo. Like linear or scattered. Yeah, I should have considered lunar. Well, it looks pretty good. No wait, that's solar. No, I guess mine are okay. When I bought Pretty Ugly, I wanted to get enough for free shipping, so I bought just like a couple other things that I was running low on. Like no, I don't know what else I think I'm looking for. I feel like I'm forgetting about something else that would look good, but I mean, what other flakes are there? Black? I don't think that is enough. If that makes sense. I don't feel like that would be elevating. Rose gold. No. I mean, maybe in a weird way, but no. Silver. I mean, honestly, I think I could get into silver, but I feel like the warm route makes more sense. How come we don't have a blue flaky yet? Or flake, I should say. Hey, Sonia. Ugly. Yeah, I mean, I'm like, even the Holo. I like doing Holo over gradient, but it doesn't excite me. You may be able to tell I'm unexcited so far, chat. Okay, no to Holo. Oh, the gold Holo flaky. I feel like it's too yellowy. It's a very yellowy gold. Let me turn off this flashlight before I forget for the whole stream or manage to get myself in the eyeball. I don't think I want to do like any of the shimmers. Maybe that's my problem with the Holo too. I actually want some of the cream to show through. Let's do a little quick test. Whoa. Hey Zia. Today is the 9th. Yeah, I would love like a navy blue version of Fallen. Deep green. Oh, this is reminding me of something else that I need to take care of, which is that I'm running low on sponges, chat, and they don't fucking carry these sponges anymore. So I gotta like browse through sponges and look at the density of the sponge and hope that their pictures are real pictures of their actual sponges. Yeah, like not too porous though. Like there was a time when I like did so many experiments. Somewhere in one of these notebooks there's multiple like side-by-side sponge comparison like gradients, right? Don't do too much of that anymore. That being experiment. I feel like this would make a cool Reciprocal gradient. Not that I'm trying to fuck around with that today, mind you.
Less than 3, less than 3, less than 3.
Owl, thank you so much for the 24 months of support. I hope you're having a good night. Yeah, especially like, you know, if I like, you see what I mean? Like before I blend it, like almost like Bob Ross vibes. Like I feel like I could like tap out a little pine tree, Bob Ross style. Bob Ross, Manny. No. Maybe one day. Not today. Because that didn't really look like a tree. Yeah, I think we'd probably want to use Just Pressed as the base color. So that it came out nice and opaque. Zia, thank you so much for the 37 months at tier 2. That is, of course, a bean treat for later. Oh, there's a golden Capitrain incoming. Whoa. Whoa. Hey, Lord Orvio. You're sorry. Kitten, why are you sorry? You mean for the 4? It's fine. Zia. GG FOMO streak also.
Matthew Glod, Bat Glod.
Here it comes, chat. I feel okay. So at one time, I recall somebody saying I should like at Discord when there's a golden Capitrain, and then last time I did that, I recall receiving some light teasing. So I don't know, chat. What does one do? What does are they latex free? 100% latex free synthetic formula. So maybe that's what I need to look for, yeah. Thank you for the golden Capitrain, chat. So the golden Capitrain is the scammiest of the scam trains because you only unlock the golden Kappa for a day, but you do also still get a dwarf. You do still get a normal hype train emote as well. Dwarf, aren't you busy?
FOMO bits. Also yes, ping Discord for the scammiest scam.
Okay. Okay. We ping. That's such a good emote. Okay. Izzy, thanks for the bits. Melissa, thanks for the bits. Dwarf, thanks for the bits. Kitten, thanks for the gifts. Snaz, thanks for the gift sub. This is showing up very dark on stream. It's not. Dwarf would never, I mean, only if it's backwards day would Dwarf never. Also, I'm getting my hands all dirty, chat. Do you have any of the new emotes that you're going for, chat? Yeah, I know. I gotta remember. well, to either do it on purpose or to not do it on accident, right? Cece, welcome in, and thank you for the bits. Owl, thank you for the bits. Yeah, Daniel times anyone out for a day that uses the golden kappa. Last time I got a golden kappa, I used it like one time. But yeah, you can click on the train to see what you have the chance to unlock. Do we think we actually need the darker green? Get everybody banned. No. Kidding. Has anyone here ever tried to paint Bob Ross style? Maybe I should attempt the Bob Ross manicure. Yeah, it just, I feel like it brings the whole thing quite dark. I'm testing the different toppers we're looking at here. Doing good just to get the polish on. I just feel like it would be kind of tough, wouldn't it? To do Bob Ross style like on your nails. Melissa, thank you for the bits. Torny, thank you for the bits. Oh, Torny, relatable. Unfortunately.
My nail went back earlier, so I numbed them all.
Oh. Yo, 69 chat, you won at life? Who's this diva? Oh, Izzy, you got the, that's a serve. That one's pretty good, too. I like that one. Oh, wow. Okay, Lunar is actually so sick over that. It brings out some of the, like, green in Lunar, too, at different angles. Use your golden kappas wisely. Chat, spread them far and wide. What am I doing here? Flashlight. Oh. So it's Fallen Flake, Gold Flake, Solar, and Lunar. I feel like Lunar wins. Like a light coat. Yeah, you can kind of see a little bit more, like here, you see that little greenness of Lunar, I think really plays nicely into it. So I guess the question is, do I keep this a 3-color gradient or do I make it a 2-color gradient? Yeah. I could play a little bit more with the balance too, like use less of the dark green. Cause like I said, I mean, like it looks like it's 2/3 one color and 1/3 the other on camera and at a lot of angles. Like I know you guys know that these are different colors, but part of it is due to it being on the white notebook, of course. Dark colors on the white notebook just can turn into very, very dark appearance. You know what? When I look at them like that, it's like looking at them, especially if I use not pressed as the base color. Like looking at it here makes me doubt it, but looking here, can I like, hold on. I wonder if I can like get them to show themselves more accurately to you guys if I put them not in a gradient. Although I do think this paint's a bit darker than it is in the bottle. Yeah, camera still does not want to play nicely with them over the white background. I mean, I suppose I could swatch them in the black notebook, but nail art testing doesn't usually go in there. Let's take off my existing manicure. We can consider. I kind of wondered too, like, maybe I could do a Bob Ross manicure. Yellowish in the middle to divide them. That could be an option, but it makes it a little bit harder to like blending the lighter color into the darkest color can be a challenge. This is another, actually, this is a great way to see. I think maybe imbalance them slightly more on the sponge, slightly less of the darkest, and then overlap these two more so that we get a wider gradient section here. Yeah, I probably should. That's true. That's true, Izzy. Surprising how much lighter it looks. Of course, that's only one coat. Got a beanie fur in there. Not pressed sponge is kind of especially thin. I'd say both the other ones have slightly a thicker formula as far as that goes. Yeah, it still gets pretty dark. Mm-hmm. I should have waited a little bit longer. Meh. Meh. Patchy. That's what I get for being impatient. It's a patchy test. I'm not making that any better. This is the other grain we were considering. I feel like it's pretty dark also. And almost a little bit too cool. This also paints quite a bit darker than it looks in the bottle. Hey Kuro, thank you. I need to be mindful to have like a quite thin hand. I maybe should even thin this a bit. If I know where my thinner is, I do. Time after time? Do I still have that out? I feel like it's too blue. Found touch grass, which means time after time should also be right here. Well, yeah, it's too, I mean, it doesn't not go, but it doesn't go, you know. It would look nice in something where we were going for more contrast. But with a gradient, we're going more for blending well. Just adding a little bit of thinner to hopefully help me have a light hand with this. Yeah, it's kind of the same problem as Modest Mouse. Yeah, Izzy. Hey, plants. Oh, really, Sonia? I don't think I had much staining. I'm trying to think if I complained about it, because certainly I would have. Yeah. That's really unfortunate. I guess that's just kind of like we were talking about the other day, that some staining is probably like Seche Vite, and that it's somewhat based on your body chemistry. Because there are definitely some polishes that are universal stainers. But I didn't... This is not... No, I only did 2. I'm like, wait a minute, am I forgetting here? No, we only did 2. 2 per hand to feed the peely monster. Okay. What base coat are you using, Sonia? Out of curiosity. Peeling. For both of the manicures that I did have 2 base coats on, so I wonder if that helped avoid it. Because I did peely long-lasting combo. Did I say long-lasting? Any hoozle chat. I really would like to fit in a non-disco day this week, but I'll have to see tomorrow. So yesterday I got a lot of stuff done. I got all of my paperwork and stuff in order, but I didn't do the actual taxes, chat. And I don't want to wait until the very, very last minute. So I might do them tomorrow. And it's never that bad, right? It's never as bad as you're like, oh man. But it's just mentally like stressful. No, we're not. I'm not stealing batteries content idea. I will not be live streaming my taxes. But if I'm not in the right mindset, I don't think I'm going to be able to force it, so we're gonna see how I feel tomorrow. The hard part should be done as long as I didn't forget anything. Oh gosh. What is that even? What even is that, Luke? Luke coming in with ancient commands. I don't know what they are. Luke. Hi, Luke. Oh, chain marbling. Wow, chat. Remember how cool that turned out? Ancient. You want to know how old that is, Luke? That particular command? June 6th, 2021. God, that turned out so good. It was, I mean, it was decals, so it was a pain in the butt. Like, you know, that's what I should have gone to the giant Joanne clearance for. Or I should just, like, order a piece of chain from somewhere. I wanted to eventually one day maybe try to see if we could do it just directly on nails, Chad, even though I feel like it would be much more messy. Yeah. I get, like, I don't know. Is 4 years ago ancient? It feels like a long time ago. Hope you're having a good night, Luke. That's true. So I guess in terms of that, maybe not. Does it have to be more than half to be ancient? Those were fantastic nails. I really should get some chain or some balls. Didn't we end up using the ball one for the coolest effect? Shit, I'm gonna have to go back and peep the VOD. Arts and crafts. That's all manicures are, is an extra complicated art and craft. Yeah, I had kind of forgotten about it. I wonder if I could find that in the notepad. I bet I could. We have the date. Of course I could. That's a silly question. Let's look, chat. Let's take this off and let's look. If anybody's like, what are you talking about? What is a chain marble? In, obviously, of course, that exact voice. They were going too fast. Kids nowadays speeding around the neighborhood. Dude, past me had all kinds of good ideas. It's wild. Current me has nothing on past me. The more well-rested me. You know, funny how that works, chat. When you sleep, your brain actually kind of works a little better. Nub, dude. Chiclets. This is a bit shorter than I prefer my nails. I don't feel like I ever have a very flattering silhouette at this length. Alright. June 2021. Yo. This is what we ended up going with. I believe something similar. Purple, blue, and green. Wasn't it? Where'd that link I posted go? Oh no, I'm wrong. It was green. It was the other way. Green into blue into purple. This one. This one also. Look like jellyfish. Let's make a note, chat. Like, we could play that up. Like, I think at the time, I was very much trying to not have it look like a jellyfish. But, like, what if we did make it look like a jellyfish? What if instead of, like, having stripes, we just had, like, some particular, like, dots? Then we dragged. Like, getting the drag was a little bit of a challenge, too. These were also really cool. These ones that are, like, oceany. Get a little bit more of a swirl to it, because like it doesn't, you get a lot of like this, like these curves. This is actually a really nice example. Although, oh, what if I did pull it straight? What if I took one of those flossers and threaded it with chain? Because the thing is, like, when you have the chain, it's like you put it down. Imagine it's like here, and then you pull one end of it, and it like the end kind of, you know what I mean? It doesn't like, you don't have two hands to pull it on both sides when it's on your nail, but with one of those flossers, could be kind of cool. Yeah, is this all? Oh! It's not all! Wow! Swoosh. How did I never revisit this fire one? How? That's like actually fire. I know what colors these are too. These are Color Club neons. Although certainly we could possibly look at doing it with other neons. Oh. That's really... Oh, look here, look, here's some more. Was that? No, I don't think that was. Am I gonna keep like finding? No, because that's the end of the notebook. Oh, I remember this manicure. We did it as a French tip. And that turned out really nice. Wow, this is so chonky. I don't recognize anything on this page. Like, did nothing on this page actually turn into anything? This did. This turned into the next page. This is so good, though. The OG hand cream. Oh, is it? I noticed it was out of stock when I was on there to buy Born Ugly. Has it been out for a long time, is he? I mean, I would assume it's coming back unless it's labeled as discontinued, because Christine is usually pretty upfront with labeling things when they're not going to come back. Yeah, this is fascinating ideas. It's been out since the holidays. Huh. I wonder if they're having trouble sourcing an ingredient or manufacturing it or what. Also, I don't think the hold and stroke was from chain marbling. I think hold and stroke was how to use a striper brush in your non-dominant hand. Although I suppose I could be wrong. Alright, let's push these cuticles a little bit. Then we're going to have to decide how low I'm taking my right hand. Oh, that you got, I see. I missed part of the chat. I thought you guys were talking about the chain marble, but you were talking about that one. Yeah. Yeah. Now that I'm thinking about it, I either know exactly where the chain is or I have no idea where the chain is. Which is either very good or very bad. I might have to get up and look. Because I'm super curious now. Because I thought to myself, now if I were putting away a chain, where would I put it? And present me has what I think is a very good answer. Hold on, chat. Yo! Whoa. Whoa. Oh, sorry, chat. The support came loose. Check it out. Look, I'm so good. Oh, wait. No, this isn't it. Fuck. I thought this was it, and it's not it. I just debated myself. Well, fuck. Because I thought, where would I put it? In this little ring holder that doesn't actually hold very many rings, but has a variety of other small things. And I saw... Right, chat? Nah, it's a bracelet. It's a whole ass bracelet. It's not loose piece of chain for nail polish. It might be in there. Okay. Be in here. This would also be a logical spot for it to be, but like slightly more sketchy because this is like a larger container and I feel like it would be easier for them to get lost in here forever. Although there are such things in this little container, such as extremely tiny screwdriver. So, like maybe this wouldn't be a bad place to put a chain past me. Now, keeping in mind also, chat, that wherever these chains are sitting, they have been sat for 4 years. No, I know. Oh god. Okay, wait. No, that's maybe not it. Oh, is it though? Is it still here? Oh, I can't see it. I have this little tiny... Is it up here? I have a little tiny dish, chat. Oh, what did I do with the little tiny dish? It used to sit under my monitor, but I don't see it under my monitor. Which means it's either been pushed behind my monitor or it's been put somewhere safer. Fuck, chat. Well, I guess I really am gonna have to buy some new chains if I want to do it, unless I can find the old chain. Little, I think it was supposed to be like a dapping dish, like people put monomer in, and I think I bought it one time because I thought it was cute, and I was like, maybe I'll put acetone in here, but it was too small for my acetone needs. It's hard to see under my monitor with the ring light in the way. Oh, what a bummer. Oh, chat. You know what we have to do? This never got attached back to its bottle because it never got cleaned, and now the latex has a bunch of bean fur stuck on it. Okay. Get that off. And then this little latex nipple, chat. Like, why is it so hard to get the edge here? Oh, oh, oh. Okay. Fuck. There we go. No, Luke, it's fine. It's all fine. I hope you get some good rest. I'm not going to look too much harder on stream. I suppose it's possible I may forget to continue looking off stream. Whoa. That flew somewhere. I don't know where. Okay. So last time we did latex, we had a hell of a time because the latex was too empty because we forgot to fill it up after Water Marble March. After 12 Days of Christmas, aka Winter Water Marble Wonderland. So, this is a bottle of latex. Should be fine in here. Top might be gnarly. Top might be... Okay, there we go. Slightly difficult. Well, that's not too bad. Little cap. The interior is still... What? So, I think this is... I don't know how many milliliters. A Holo Taco bottle is 12. I don't feel like this can possibly fit 10. We'll start with like maybe 5. When I first got this bottle, I thought, oh, maybe I can manage without a syringe. Who needs that? How difficult could it be to get latex into a nail polish bottle? Friends. The answer is very. Okay, I'm wiping it here. Making sure there's not a bubble. And then we're gonna shoot it in slowly. Oh, it keeps making a bubble. Well, get in there. Hey.
Thank you for all the cozy streams less than 3. Enjoy these pretties for this summer. Smiley face. Tilda sent via throne.com.
Yo.
The amount for your crowdfunded gift has been reached. Tilda sent via throne.com.
Yo. Thank you. I don't have my throne dashboard up to see who that was, but thank you. We're gonna have some ILNPs to play with pretty soon here. Oh, this is being way more tricky than I thought. That's wow. Thank you. Like it looks like there's plenty of room. Chad, those. Obviously, I like all the collections that I put on there, but I'm very excited for those metallic ones. Okay, we're gonna try going straight down. Oh no! Fuck. Dude. Get in there. Hello? I don't know why it's being so stubborn like this, chat. Can we... Dude, it just keeps making this little bubble. What if I... Okay. This is so slow. It shouldn't be this slow. Like, I feel like it should just, if I'm like this, like it should just go in there without making a bubble. Oh, 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 oh. It is so thick. Okay. There's still more room, so we're sucking up some more. Like, I don't know, 2 more milliliters? This seems to be the strat. To like try and just be as straight above it as possible. And like squirt, squirt, squirt. Is it full now? Okay. We're gonna take this and we're just gonna let it dry, and we're probably gonna forget about it until the next time that we need to fill this up. Dude, I know they're on my desk. Smaller. Slightly. Well, the top is smaller. The bottle is slightly different but similar. But it was hard to tell how much was left inside. Do you think I should peel off this cap? I feel like this is just protective at this point. Keeps this nice and loose. Oh wait, did I just do something weird in there? Yeah, I did. Oh, well, okay. You know, maybe I do take this off. I feel like I imagine it might get a little bit more depending on if I tip this or not. Like maybe it's even good to have like a little bit to make sure that it stays airtight. You know what I mean, chat? Because the main problem with latex is usually it getting weird and or drying out. A little bit of waste. This whole bottle is, well, I think when I bought it was about $10. Bottle. Jar. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and roll it upside down, and it'll create a new seal, because I don't open it very often. I mean, we went through a lot during 12 Days of Christmas, obviously, but usually I don't even fill my latex once a year. So I actually think that seal was probably a good thing. So I just like rolled it around. It should hopefully dry in there again. Create the seal again. And if you'd like your own, it's in my Amazon storefront. Yeah, well, I remember several times like wasting money on latex because it dried out before I got the opportunity to use it. I got some on my pants, unfortunately, in a way that's not just rolling off. Darn it. Probably gonna need a fresh napkin here. Caddy, that is an illegal beanie treat. I was gonna say, did he come back and I didn't notice? He did not. Bliss Kiss in particular, unfortunately, I recall having a lot of trouble with the latex just going bad. No worries, Caddy. Even in the smaller containers, but especially in the larger containers. We did these these nails last Wednesday or Thursday, I think, so it actually has been like a week since my cuticles had any attention given to them. Or I was just thinking like, man, they're kind of rough. It's only been a few days, but it actually has been more than a few. We'll do the push and some filing. Even up my right hand with this break. Take a little bit of length off my left hand, but don't want it to get too long. While I am still in my keyboard mouse era. I'm getting pretty irritated with like waiting for my thumb to heal because I'm trying to be very careful of it, obviously, but sometimes I'll do something and it won't be problematic when I do it, but then it'll be problematic like the next day. Like putting together and then having to move the baby gate. And it's been almost a month, and I'm just kind of ready for it to be back to normal now. Yeah, I know, but it's like, I'm not, you know, I'm not using a controller. We had a couple test days of Stardew, and it wasn't bad, but I don't feel like it was, you know, very good either. But, you know, going about my business, like, you know, doing completely unrelated stuff that, you know, if something hurts, obviously I'm not going to do it, but stuff that doesn't even hurt, then the next day, like my hand feeling worse. I don't know. I mean, I can't not use my hand. I'm trying to do as much as I can not to, but also it's like, I don't know. It's a really hard to like just break yourself from doing stuff like opening doors. I don't know. I wish I could remember how long it took to heal the last time I dealt with it. My other hand. The root cause of it was in her neck. Oh, wow. Is it like transferred pain or like the nerve goes like a connection? That's wild. We'll have to see. I miss so many games that I probably am not ready to start playing again yet. And I'm sure you guys do too. I mean, I know disco isn't for everyone, and usually I have some more variety in what I'm streaming. Stupid right middle cuticle. Worst cuticle. It is in fact called deep relaxation. And I have heard it is quite soothing. Remember back in the olden days when there was no music, Chad, and when I forgot to talk, it was just dead silent? Those olden days weren't even that old ago. Po little right index nail. It was a type of a break. When I was thinking about doing my nails today, honestly, I wasn't even thinking about necessarily doing nail art. I thought I might just pick a polish. So I'm glad we were able to come up with a good idea. Yeah, Izzy. I know a lot of that got, like, postponed or rolled back today, but I feel like who's to say it's not just gonna come right back. Okay, so we have a rather obvious little issue here. Nub club. Can see too that we've got like a peel where part of the break was. It's just generally looking pretty poorly. All but impossible to add any taper at this length. Where's my big file? Yeah, that seems like maybe a good way to do it if that's enough to cover it. Alright, so I'm using my big old file to take off some length. Then I'll shape it up a little bit with my smaller file. Sometimes I do actually use the clippers, but I don't think so today. I'm not taking off that much. And of course, poor little right thumb. I mean, I don't want to take them all down to match, but I guess I'm gonna go pretty low, because otherwise it just feels really, really weird to be so lopsided. You know? I think I heard Bella. You guys might get puppy cam if you're lucky. But she doesn't come in here very much. Alright, so my smaller one is a little finer grit, in addition to just being a little bit more precise. So just finish off the shaping, get the corners so I don't poke myself in the eyeball. And then we'll consider the left hand. I'll take a little break and then we'll move on to the manicure. What time is it? It's already 10:30. I think we can be done by midnight. Is that too ambitious, chat? Nice, Sonia. Did you add anything else to it or just that? Fallen flake on the middle fingy. Nice. Matte flakes are also always pretty nice. So weird being this short. Actually, you guys could probably zoom in a little bit, eh? Maybe like that. Ah. Isn't that just great? This is that flake that started backwards. I know I haven't been very good about taking my vitamins either. I gotta get like back on a proper remembering to take those schedule. Although that's not gonna help all the growth that's growing out without steady biotin. Oh, chat, we're doomed. Yeah, I mean, even though I was kind of expecting it on that one, it's still frustrating. That nail is just freaking always peeling. A little bit of peeling here too. It's like, you can see it's like lifted. Not much to be done. I'm not gonna intentionally peel it off. Like I can see fingertip. It's fucking weird. Alright, now left hand. I very much like this length, but I think we need to take some off, so I'm going to hit this one up with the big file too, to start. Then we'll do the same thing, kind of even it off with the other one. Not going as low as the right hand, but also, especially with my right hand showing me the writing on the wall, as far as having not been consistent with my vitamins is also another reason to not try and let my left hand get too long, because a break on the left hand would be much more frustrating for me. You know, it is the model hand. Yeah, that's not too bad. Let's even these out. Around the corners. Tiny taper to the sides. Ah. And then I think the last question I need to ask myself is, do I want to do a full manicure or accent nails on my right hand. So accent would be gradient on ring finger and thumb, and then Skittle solid colors with Fallen Flake on the other nails. Yeah, it can be tricky because like your hands are not even, your fingers are not even. So it can vary, like when you look at it like this compared to when you look at it like this compared to, you know, all the different ways you can angle it and look at your hand, and you just got to kind of take it slow and go until you're as happy as you think you can get. Kind of learn as you go which fingers are problem children or how to mask certain aspects of, you know, your problematic nails. I usually sometimes too will use something dark like my nail file instead of just like, it's kind of harder to tell if you're at like a straight angle versus if you get like a dark background, it can help you to see. It takes too much effort. Can be very satisfying when you get it just right, but it does, especially because it's not like you can just do it and then you're done. Yeah, well, it's a little too short to even like show the problem areas. But, well, actually, on the middle nail you can see, like, it's not got a smooth C-curve. And this one kind of doesn't either, but the middle finger especially, you can tell. So that's part of the reason, I think, why it's more prone to cracking, is that it's bending more, which is putting more strain on the nail plate layers or whatever they are, right? Just like if you accidentally flex your nail, sometimes if you don't get a break, you'll get cracking or peeling. Sometimes I think, you know, spots where your nails naturally just bend unevenly can also lead to that a little bit. Yeah, and those are also, even on my left hand, it's a bit less pronounced, but sometimes you can tell that like they curve down more at the corners. So yeah, like there you can see that this side dips down a little bit more. So like from this angle it looks fine and straight, but the more you go like on an angle like this, you can kind of see that that side is dipping. So you just have to kind of zhuzh it. Zhuzhing required. Yeah, me too. Way more than like ring finger. Okay, let's get a fresh napkin, and then I'm gonna take a little break, chat. pre-mani potty break. Oh. I'm gonna think about this a little bit more. Maybe we just go with the 2-color. Camera. The question is 2-color or 3-color for anybody who's just getting here. We'll be topping with Lunar. Mildly of consideration, if I do accent nails with 3 Skittles, the 3 colors works out much better. Yes, Torty. Ugliest gradient ever. Now, as far as it being the ugliest gradient ever, like possibly leaving out Headhunter makes it uglier. Because I don't know that anybody is called Headhunter ugly. Although it is a little bit of a murky green. But also it's mostly joking. Because I don't think any of these colors are ugly. Is it ugliest to best? No. Obviously Lunar isn't ugly either. Prugly. I think some people just... It's kind of like... I don't know if I can find a way to say it that doesn't sound like condescending, but... Kind of like nails have to be like princess pretty and not just like naturey, earthy pretty. Like there's other kinds of pretty. Camera? Can we... But yeah, base coat, top coat. We'll see when I get back in a couple minutes. If you need your own little break, now would be a great time. And I very much appreciate everybody's patience. Sometimes I hate taking breaks because I gotta get up and I'm stiff and it's uncomfortable, but you know what? Taking breaks are good for you, everyone. So you should take one too. But if for whatever reason you're not gonna take a break, like maybe you already took one, or maybe I can't tell you what to do, then you can sit here and you can watch. Would you guys like me to start a cult? Hey Google, what is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
About 24 miles per hour, 39 kmph, but significantly slower when carrying coconut shells.
What?
Hades and Cookie Day? Let's go.
Hades, cookies in your mouth. Ah! I am not your kitchen mommy. Not for free, at least. Give me a snack. Give me a snack. Break me off a piece of that snack bar. No. Dude, okay, I have a drawer of cheese. If my drawer of cheese begins to get empty, I feel slightly anxious. What if I run out of cheese? Hey Google, what's a fuckboy?
Is used as a noun in U.S. English as a derogatory term in a vulgar slang to mean a weak or contemptible man. Do you want to hear how is spelled?
Yes. Are them titties? Is that a plant or a person? Tree titties or person titties? I want to beat the pee-pee. I have to confess, it could be a little bigger for my vibration. Sure. Who needs gravy when you've got pussy sauce? You got it on with the robot, didn't you, bitch? Yeah, it's like a oof, it's like a yikes, it's like a, come on, man. Imagine the water marble titties. I could water marble my titties. Before we start prepping our ice cream bucket, we'll be painting these titties with liquid latex, and sadly we won't be using Seche Vite today.
Is spelled.
Whoa, these poop physics. Oh, let me clean you up, dirty girl. I'm sorry, what? That's flesh. That's chicken drumstick flesh. Am I secretly a fuckboy? Mr. Mother Fucker. Mr. Motherfucker. Why? Why was this beep down? All you need to try and duplicate this scenario is modding API additional items, bench rando, bench warp, bingo UI, menu escape, bug hunt, modding API additional items, bench rando, bench warp, bingo UI, modding API additional items, bench rando, bench warp, bingo UI. Anybody I may have missed while I was talking about water marbling titties, hello, welcome on in. My name is Colette.
Colette.
What? Jesus God. Okay, look. Okay. I just had an idea that might be a horrible idea. Would you like to hear it? Absolutely free money with no consequences. I feel like this would be exceptionally dumb of me, right?
Whoops.
You know, sometimes my intellect can be staggering. I have this on. This is ow! What? I object! Ow! Ow! I'm such a gamer. You're not getting out to threaten me again, bug motherfucker.
Too bad, boy.
Fuck. And I cannot emphasize this enough. You big old
We can continue this discussion
bitch with your corn dog ass looking pen.
Major
and I should just like pause here and just like check in with chat. Wow, wow, wow. So the plan almost was good. Maybe also I should pause. This is fine. Everything is fine and good and fine. I am playing it very well. I am.
Strum, non-copyright liar.
I do know the chicken dance. Oh wait, is it the one that goes? Dude, why are you fucking around with that bird anyway? Whoa. That was actually delightful. Had a rock shoved deep in his ass. The hardest gradient ever? Question mark, exclamation mark. You won't believe your eyes when you see how many polishes this uses. E. Rando Plus, Rando Stats, recent items, reopen city doors, satchel, SF core, skill upgrades, Trando Plus, and Transcendence. And maybe you can also have this glitch. It's very fine and perfectly good, even though there's apparently 2 menus on my screen right now at this very moment. I didn't drink it all during the run. That was after. So I'm 2 hours more tired and a cup of wine more wine. How did a Pokemon learn to build rocket launchers? Are there Pokemons with guns? Just in time to fuck me up. Do unto others as you would have others do unto you. So when they do unto me, that's how they would like to be done unto. I don't understand that, but I definitely do understand that. Jesus. Beanie, are you okay? What was that? You sneezing? Jesus. Barbara Streisand do-do-do-do-do. Barbara Streisand do-do-do-do-do. Barbara Streisand do-do-do-do-do. Barbara Streisand. I hope everybody sleeps well. I hope I sleep well. Well sleeping wishes wash. It's just one of those days where you're like, oh, it's fine. And then you go about your life out into the world and you realize, oh, fuck. My brain is made out of pudding. I didn't unmute myself. Hello. I was just saying you guys almost got a Bella, but not quite. But I did bring Beanie back with me. Hi, sweet boy. Yeah. Mr. Slightly Dirty Face. How many treats got redeemed earlier? I know there was a tier 2. There was an illegal one. Excuse me. JR with a treat. Juice with a treat. Okay, so 2 plus 1 from, what was it? Yeah, Zia's tier 2. And then Munchkins and Tori. Okay, that's all of them. This isn't really a full-sized one, is it? What, do you hear this sound all the way from down there? Are you coming to say hello? Hi, Bella. Hi, Bella. Hello, sweet girl. It's a Bella chat. Hi. Oh, it's so nice. Hello. Hi, sweetie. Hi. Don't try to scoot in there. No, no. Back up a little bit. I don't want you trying to get over here by my desk. Or get your paws rolled over by my chair. Yes. You're a good girl. Can we see your face over here? Yes. Yes, this is Beanie's room. This is Beanie's room. Yes, I have been touching Beanie's treats. Anyway, this is Bella chat. You can see she and Beanie are like okay. They're not like homies or anything. I'm gonna head out now. Okay, see you later. Sorry to steal your spotlight, Mr. Bane. She's just slowly making her way out. The baby gate has a gate, which is currently open. Yeah. Who's been so nice to Bella? What a good boy. Yes, so brave and so tolerant. Don't. Now, you want to show everybody where this treat goes? Right there. Yeah, good boys get yummy treats. Yeah. She has gotten popped a couple times, you know, because she wants to herd him. Like she wants to. And Beanie is like, no. Yeah, he's such a good boy. Yes, this very good one. Very good boy. So good. Very proud of you. Being such a good host. Extra treat, not today. He's already thrown up twice today. So I don't want to push my luck. Hi. Yes, he's very good. Whoop. Yeah. I don't think it's like stress from her. I think it's just his normal pukey ways, because he doesn't really seem stressed with her. Like every now and then if she's like up in his business, he'll hiss at her. But mostly he just like looks at her like he did and sniffs her a little bit. The other day I was sitting on the couch and she was next to me on the couch and he was sitting on the back of the couch. So like he doesn't choose to avoid her. Like he could stay up here, and most of the day she doesn't come upstairs at all. But like he'll choose to be in areas where she is. So I don't feel like he's not scared of her. I don't think she's stressing him out. I mean, it's change and I'm sure that's a little bit stressful, but I think it's just his normal slightly pukey little self. Yes. But he's a good boy. Oh, he's such a good boy. I love him. Yeah. He's kind of grumpy, but he's a good boy. And even the neighbor cats Bella has been getting along with. Charlie and Remington.
MSLP Pog.
Hi, Oat. I hope somebody clipped that for the people who weren't here. Charlie's even a more grumpy old man than Beanie, but even he's like a little bit coming around. Thanks, Oat. We're gonna do the world's ugliest gradient. Your eyes looking not too bad, Beanie. A little bit gloomy. It's been worse. You look very serious and stern. We just had a visit from the puppy, Oat. Well, I mean, she's a pupper. She's like 2, so she's kind of still a puppy. Ow. Yeah, she's very sweet. She's a sweet girl. Let's hit this just a bit with a buffer. Smooth it out. How's Oat? Couple spots. Usually like when there's peeling, I try to just buff a little bit so that you can't feel where the peel is. What? You want my... You can't have this. This is not for beans.
But that olive green toe.
Cassandra, thank you. Also, did I actually say thank you, Oat, or did I just say hello, Oat? Thank you, Oat, and thank you, Cassandra, as well. Your cucumbers came up nice. Wait, like in your garden plot, or are you doing like seedlings to get ready for your garden plot? Yeah, Torty. Born Ugly. This is Born Ugly, Not Pressed, and Headhunter, and Lunar. I just said, see, awful habit. Born of, if I had only said thank you, I would have been like, oh man, oh, did I actually say hello? I don't know. Is he? I don't know if I wanted it, but I knew I would be mad if I didn't have it. And now that I have it, I'm happy that I have it. So do with that information what you will. It is still currently in stock. Can you guys see this better under the flashlight? I wish you guys could see what I see, because I feel like it's not fair to even like have you guys vote or something, because it's like not reading color accurate on camera. The whole top looks so dark. There you can kind of see. If I'd used it, I would want to adjust. I would want to use like less. Like I think from this angle you can see like where the 3 are. I'm kind of torn. I'm also kind of torn. Like usually I do default to lightest color at the cuticle. But we could do lightest color at the tip. It would feel weird though, and it would be harder to clean up. Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, lunar too. Torty. Right? By the time we get done with it. Yeah, I usually do too. I know I said we were just gonna come back and do it, but like now I'm asking the question, like, am I making it too pretty? Should I lean harder into making it ugly? Should I pick like some kind of weird combination for the topper? I'm overthinking this so hard. I want to do an accent hand, so I'm going to use 3 colors. There. Was that so hard? Yes, actually. Yeah. I mean, like, rose gold. Okay. chat, man, I cannot help but get the yawns at this time of night. Feels like it doesn't matter what I'm doing. Okay. Let's get these nails clean and prepped. And for anybody who wasn't here earlier, we are so prepared. We refilled the latex and everything, chat. Hey.
Hello.
Hi, Chris. Thank you so much for the 44 months. I appreciate the support. I hope you are having a good night. Also, wait a minute, Cassandra, was the weirdly into it my suggestion of the rose gold? Because I almost did pull it out in seriousness, and then I handed it in my hand and I was like, no, and put it back. That is a lot of months. A lot. Also, wait, that's like the Yippee, but it's not. It's like a Zelda Yippee. Wait, that's cute as fuck. Who's that be? Player 5. I don't know them. That's cute as fuck, though. Did I mention that that's cute as fuck? Man. This right hand. Chat. Oh, poop. I forgot to plug in the camera, chat. It's like it was on the thing, but it wasn't plugged in. Oh, wow. I don't know much about Zelda speedrunning, but that sounds pretty fucking fast. Like some games you're just like, how can this game possibly be under, you know, X amount of time? Yeah, I mean, I'm glad I noticed before I started. I just don't know what I was going through my mind. I recall checking to make sure that I had room on the camera's memory card. I remember getting out the mount that secures it to the ring light. I don't know. I'm sorry. Don't come for me, chat. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, that I have heard. Aren't they like difficult to do single sitting long? Okay. Excuse me, chat. Oh. Where's the fucking... that one? Starting out with clean dry nails, we're going to begin with a base coat. Today I'm using Holo Taco's Peely Base. You can use whichever is your personal favorite. You know, sometimes YouTube voice comes naturally, chat. Sometimes it takes a great, vast effort to pull it forth. I know that sounds dramatic. But like, oh my god. We're gonna layer, of course. We're only doing 2 nails and peelies. It's a lie. We're lying to everyone on YouTube. Kind of. It's a percentage lie. It's like 60% lie. But that makes it 40% truth. %, is usually enough. True. But okay, but can I count it as a higher percentage if the 2 nails with the peely are the main 2 nails that are featured in the tutorial, chat? So, I mean, of nails featured in the tutorial, it's like 80% true. And that's like a B-. I think. Yeah. I had peelies. I had full 10 peelies for both the manicures that I did with the Off the Deep End collection. And boy, those were some pretty ass flakies, dude. Flakies, peelies. And flakies. That's why the peelies were, you know. But yeah, I don't know. The one I did pop a few before I was ready to pop them. I think for now, most of the time, the compromise, the 2 nail compromise that I've been doing has been working out pretty well. As long as I get good peels. That's when it gets dicey, chat, is when you get a bad peel and then it's like, well shit, I only got a couple chances at this. So I think we'll do base color. I thought about skipping it because like sometimes it sponges up, sometimes it acts weird. I might even like top coat it. Like that might be a good idea to keep it from sponging up, because I did have some troubles with not pressed in particular, not wanting to sponge completely opaquely. Like we got like, you can see here like this patchiness, which is not very nice. So I think at least like one coat of that is base color. Not pressed, born ugly, headhunter. For my gradient today, I'm going to be using Not Pressed, which will also be my base color, Born Ugly, and Headhunter. What do I have on Headhunter here? I'm not gonna fix it. That would be silly, but there is an urge. If I had maybe noticed it beforehand. Yeah. See, it's weird because it has good coverage. It's not like it's a color that doesn't have good coverage. Also, I feel like it looks much browner on the hand cam than it does on the tutorial cam. I have an itch that I can't scratch now because my nails are... Use the cleanup brush handle. Okay, this hand only needs 3 nails and not pressed. I'm most worried, it's kind of a silly worry, but also not, about being able to use a light hand with Lunar. Like, I really do want the gradient to be able to shine through. This is Born Ugly. Fantastic coverage as usual for Holo Taco creams. Definitely applies darker than in the bottle. A little bit. So there's our gradient. In a more color accurate fashion. Gonna add a layer of Seche Vite. Because otherwise we might sponge up this base color. No, this is not a glom layer. This is just a layer, like I said, to help it dry. Make sure we don't sponge it up. We don't need to worry about evening anything out like we sometimes do at the end of a manicure. And of course, especially with gradients, top coat really helps to melt everything together. Wow, they look tan almost on this camera. What do we got here? I'm glad that the tutorial camera is capturing them more color accurate. Which, I mean, is why it's the tutorial camera. But man, this is not a color I would have expected to be problematic on camera. It does a better job in the bottle than on my hand. Weird. Kind of weird. Alright, excellent. Latex time. Oh, I didn't get out another sponge. Yikes. A little bit yikes. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of wild. Okay. Now also usually when I'm going to use sponges on my nails, I try to make sure that there's not anything like loose or that really wants to come off that's likely to turn into sponge poop, as we call it. The main culprit of sponge poop, however, is the polish on the sponge drying out and becoming really sticky. The polish on the sponge and the polish on your nails, and then you get this, like, it wants to grab itself, right? And then I pay for having this airy of a sponge. Did I turn the autofocus off? I must have. But I think you guys can see, like, it's not a very dense sponge. It's got like small visible holes in it. Let's see, here we go. Here's our latex. Nice full latex, chat. This is such a luxury after, I don't know if you guys remember last time, but I was really like having trouble getting enough out to actually go on my finger. And I promised I would fill it before the next time we needed to use it, and I almost did not remember. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of shocked that I remembered. TBH. If we're B&H. Thanks, Torty, question mark. Good luck feeding those cute babies. I'm hopeful this will go pretty smoothly, but I'm sure I'll be able to waste a lot of time as usual with cleanup. See, I got a little bit on my nail right there. We're gonna wait for it to dry before we try to get it off. I've mentioned this before, but it's worth mentioning again. That's the trick. If you get latex somewhere you don't want it, don't try to immediately fix it. Wait until it's dried. And usually it's way, way easier to clean up. I'm sure there are exceptions. Of course. Good night, Zia. Hope you get some good rest. The heck, get this out of here. Where'd it go? I thought I had it speared. It came off. There we go. We're reasonably similar length. My nails are longer. Sometimes I'll switch to this way with the sponge. You can also even trim it so that it's the appropriate length. But for me, that's just one of the little nail polish hacks that makes it easier. Rather than trying to figure out how much of this is the length of your nail. You know you already have the length of your nail when you're laying out the gradient on the sponge. If that makes sense. So we are going to try and go quite light on Headhunter, like a thin stripe. Heaviest on Born Ugly, almost as heavy with Not Pressed. So that we get something like the first 3-color gradient, but not quite as heavy on the dark colors. Also, if you have like a triangle shaped sponge, you probably find it more comfortable one way or the other to hold when you're sponging. Figure that out before you apply your polish. Then you can apply the polish in the way that's comfy for you. I went ahead and protected around my nails with some liquid latex. And now I'm going to go ahead and lay the colors out on the brush. Going to have the darkest at the tip of my nail and the lightest towards the cuticle. Let's do that. Yeah. I think that's spot on. Having like a good amount of polish on the sponge is also good. Helps with blending, helps with just application. Helps with doing multiple nails without needing to reload. Right? Excellent. Once you've got the balance pretty well, I mean, it does also depend on how you are dabbing on your nails. But like getting the right ratio on the sponge is one of the hardest parts. Okay. I see a little tiny possible sponge poop here. Oh, come back here. Clean tweezers. I don't know if I can get that. I'm gonna leave it, especially since we're adding lunar. Hopefully it'll just blend in there. So same sponge. Might try and make this, like the coverage is so good, might try to make this like the last layer. We'll see. I'll probably just go one nail at a time since I'm doing this in 2 layers instead of 3. Just to make sure the second layer is nice and opaque. And we get a good blend. Oh, there we go. Sometimes it's a little close call. Lyric's coming in with the raid. Welcome, raiders. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's fine, don't worry. It's viscous. It doesn't spill right away. Everything is fine. Larix, I hope you had a good stream. If you have the post-stream self-care, please don't let me keep you. If you'd like to get comfy, we are like about halfway through this manicure. Maybe a little bit more than halfway. Raiders, my name is Colette. I'm a nail artist and variety streamer. As you see, we are nail arting today. And we're also recording a tutorial, which is why I unfortunately cannot pause for too long yet to welcome you guys in, but hi, hello. Also, I can't pause too long because I don't want the sponge to start drying out and get tacky and gross. Off Mark, welcome on in. Lyrics, what were you mixing up tonight? Presumably, if I may presumable. Yeah, it's going pretty good so far. We're tentatively calling this the ugliest gradient ever because the colors, several of the colors, not all the colors that we're using, are supposedly quote unquote very, very ugly. by popular vote, although certainly they have their place in a well-rounded collection, I think, and I kind of like them. The middle color in this gradient is actually literally called Born Ugly, and it was the April Fool's Day color from this nail polish company, Holo Taco, so... Here we go. There we go. Yeah, I did, Chris. It just, was it today or yesterday? I think it just came today. And, I ordered it, like, I mean, I didn't order it, like, right away on the 1st. I ordered it, like, in the wee morning hours of the 2nd. I always try to get a little bit on the tip because we like to cap the tips when we paint. We like to cap the tips when we sponge too. Otherwise, shit, it's fine. Otherwise, sometimes that's a place where chipping or peeling can happen. I touched a nail to another nail, but I think it's okay. We're repainting that anyway. Or not repainting, but adding another layer. And a little ding right there. There, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. Timmers, thank you. The kiddos are at grandma camp. Nice. New Orleans Old Fashioned with chicory syrup, Peychaud's bitters, brandy and absinthe, and a grappa brandy Alexander. So, like, some of those words I know, but, like, I don't know what they actually mean. Like, I've heard of a brandy Alexander. And I do comprehend it as a particular drink, but I don't know, like, what it all means, man. But I'm glad you got a little bit of a break. Alright. For some reason, I always have a hell of a time getting a good angle on my right thumb. I just always feel very clumsy. The royalty sale? Yeah, I don't know how many they made. I hope it lasts until the royalty sale for everybody that's waiting until then. Okay. Oh, we still have the autofocus off. Let's turn that back on, see if we can Yeah, I think so. We considered just doing this gradient with 2 colors. I think 3 was the right call. It's subtle, but it's really nice. Especially, I'm a little bit frustrated with the hand cam. It's not doing its best work here to show you guys, but I like this a lot. Let me get the second layer on these Skittle nails. So something that I do sometimes to make my life a little bit easier and manicures a bit faster is, instead of doing nail art on all the nails of my right hand, I just do 2 accent nails, and then on the other nails I use the colors that are in the nail art, and usually looks just like really sharp. I really like it. Like the first time I did it, I'm pretty sure it was just like out of a laziness thing. Yeah, top coat will smooth out the gradient. Plus we're going to be adding some flakies on top of this, but I think I probably want to do the top coat first. Little bean hair there. Almost got trapped inside. Oh yeah, this is Beanie. This little adorable wump that's snoozing here. His name is Beanie. There's also Bella, who may come back and visit again, who we are pupper sitting. Okay, that's a great emote. I love that emote. Wait a minute. Yeah, I love that emote. I had to hover over it so I could see it large. So, yeah, you can see a little bit of texture that's left from the the texture of the sponge. Actually, now that it's had polish on it, this is another really great opportunity for you guys to look at the texture of the sponge, which I was complaining about earlier because these sponges are sold out on Amazon and I need to order some more. And these are my favorite kind of sponge. Hey, good morning, Chris and Prisma. Welcome on in. Chris, GG watch streak. Also, we did the beanie treats, so I should unpin this. Unpin. There we go. Alright. Those are closed. We're gonna use this, but first we're gonna clean up. So let's... This is from pulling the latex off of the tweezers. Excuse me. Chris, I do too. I like it more than I thought I would. I got it specifically, well, for 2 reasons. I got it because I knew that I would be mad if I didn't get it. Right, most importantly. Why make yourself mad? But also I got it because I knew that it was going to go really well with not pressed, and it 100% does. Izzy, it really is. Especially given all the trials and tribulations lately, not to mention the rather unstable stream schedule. Which I'm trying to, I don't know. I've done a better job at getting to bed the past couple days. I don't want to get ahead of myself. Start like patting myself on the back yet, but I'm going to try and just really be more mindful about, just like trying to do the things that I'm supposed to do for better sleep, which some of which don't work, or some of them don't feel like they work, but maybe they do help, because like when I wasn't doing them, like I was having a worse time. So maybe even though I don't realize and they don't seem like they're helping, like maybe they are helping it even just a little bit. Uh-huh. I did 2 layers of the gradient, and now I'm going to go ahead and clean up around the edges with my usual small brush dipped in acetone. You know, I think this could get away with claiming to be spring greens also, honestly. I mean, spring is muddy. Spring is, you know, not all daffodils and other unnamed spring flowers. What else fucking comes up in the spring? I mean, lots of shit. We have lots of stuff coming up in the garden. I don't remember what blooms first, though. The strawberries are even starting to poke up a little bit. I feel like last year they were also quite early. I feel like we harvested first harvest like end of May, which is like really early. I suppose I could go back and look at my pictures if I wanted to really know for sure. Always make sure that cuticle is nice and neat. Welcome back, Timbers. Yeah, crocuses, hyacinths. Red buds are kind of early, although, I mean, they're like a tree. So I don't know if that really counts. And like magnolias, although don't tell Ender Magnolia, but I'm not really a fan of magnolia trees. Like, they're goofy looking. They look like somebody came by and like TP'd your tree. You're a fan, Izzy? I'm not. I definitely would prefer red bud, hands down. Or lilacs. Y'all know I love lilacs, but I don't know that we're gonna have any this year. I mean, here at my house, because we had to cut all ours down last year, like not completely, but like basically, like they have to grow back from scratch because they were weird. They were old and their leaves were getting kind of blighty, and the solution was to like basically fucking start over. Yeah, Izzy. Relatable. I'm allergic to all kind of shit though, so can't base anything on those pesky allergies. Alright, so we're gonna finish our cleanup here. Then we'll do Lunar, which I did thin a little bit, so I'm hoping that we can... I don't want to overwhelm the gradient with the flakies. So I'm gonna be working on like a thin coat. This is something I have struggled with before. With the unicorn skins in particular. Like, I think just partly because like they have so many flakes in them. Like, it's not a sparse formula. So if you don't want them to be too heavy, it needs to be a sparse application. And it's just hard to remember that as you're going and you're seeing like these gorgeous flakies. Rhododendron, lilac. Oh, plum trees. I bet those are nice. Flowering fruit trees are really cool. Like, they're so pretty. We used to have a crabapple when I was a kid. Which is like, I mean, it was like a shitty old-fashioned version. It didn't get like a ton of flowers, but I always remember loving the flowers that we did get. Now, of course, there's more like hybrid versions and stuff like that. Yeah, it can be a little bit timmers. You got to be careful. Usually I manage to ding something at least once a manicure. We've already done it on this manicure, so hopefully I don't do it again. But if it's still like a wettish, it's like partially dry, it's like easier to do the cleanup. Alright, got a few fingertip areas. Tried to bring my latex like around. Of course, over here too, the nails are shorter. Okay, almost done. Let's finish touching up here. Yeah, usually if I'm going along and also getting distracted by stream things, but like nail polish dries kind of fairly quickly. Now, without some help from like a quick dry top coat or whatever, it takes quite a while to set completely, but it gets mostly dry fairly quick. I realize neither of those are very definitive statements, but I think that's pretty good here. Okay. Now, I did thin out Lunar a little bit with some polish thinner. Woo! Yeah, 100% acetone. Well, you don't have to use 100% acetone, but like it's most effective and it dries quickly, which I prefer. Depends. I know some people are, you know, sensitive to it, but it's very effective. Once I'm done with cleanup, I'm going to go ahead and add a layer of Lunar. Okay, light touch. Don't go back in there with more. Light touch. Oh, it's so fucking pretty. I'm trying to do kind of 2 half swipes. Shoof. Without too much like overlap. Okay, that's pretty good. And I am putting it on the Skittle nails also, not just the accent nails. Dude. Then we're gonna glom on the Seche Vite chat. Glom. Like, the other choices were not bad, but this was the right call. This is my favorite unicorn skin. I'm pretty sure. It's hard to pick one because, I mean, the others are also really good. Like Sonic. Oh. Galactic. Oh. Oh, that's kind of heavy on poor little right thumb. It's okay though. And these are multi-chrome flakies. So we get that greenish into the like warmer. Okay, let me get, I tried to be pretty clean with this since I already did clean up. I did get a little on the side here. And I think I have not forgotten our test. I think I'm not going to bother with it this week, however. Or maybe I should. It's kind of weird when both hands are not identical to do the Seche Vite versus Seche Vive test. Maybe I should still do it though. Oh. Alright. Top coat time, chat. Finally, I'll be finishing it off with top coat, and as usual, I'm using Seche Vite. Ugh. So fucking pretty. And then, of course, chat, flashlight time. And Lunar already did quite a good job, of course, of melting together the gradient, but Seche just puts the little finishing smoothness on there. So, top coat versus no top coat. Camera's getting mad. You know it's sparkly. Camera plus. Maybe turn the autofocus back off. So, this is what we used on my left hand. This is what we're using on my right hand. They're very similar, but they're slightly different. And we're testing them. And we might be switching to Vive, like, going forward. I haven't really decided. I do have a refill size of Vive, and my refill of Vite is getting somewhat low, so I need to decide if I'm happy enough with it to switch, or I need to get myself another refill bottle of Vite. The one thing I don't like about Vive is that it's just not as thick. Like, I don't want to exactly call it runny, but it doesn't have quite the same level of viscosity, I don't think, as Vite. I can't quite glom it on as much because it just overflows. And so I have to fight against my glom tendencies. Which, I mean, maybe I should be fighting against my glom tendencies. But I don't wanna. Not all the time. Like, sometimes you gotta glom. You just gotta. Okay. Yeah, and we have established at least once that Vive toasts less than Vite. But then we've been doing a bunch of, like, dark manicures that don't really show it as much. Like, it really needs a light manicure to really see the singiness. Whoa. Fuck. Okay, didn't fuck up my nail much. You might not even notice it if I didn't, like, point it out to you. I might not even fix it. Fixing it might be worse than leaving it alone. Like, right here, I nudged it while I was getting the flashlight out. Maybe what I do is just... I don't know what it would... I will keep it real. There are pictures of my feet out there on the internet. But I've never done a pedicure stream. There has not been the pedicure live stream. Okay, don't want the phone to come tipply toppling down. Okay, so like you can almost hide the flakies at certain angles under the flashlight, and then you can actually get a really good look at the gradient and see how nice the gradient colors like blend, and how we got like that small tip of the dark green. Again, these are the 3 colors. So like the dark green at the tip is just like a smaller segment. Born Ugly is kind of like the major player, and then we've got like a good amount. That's actually like the best shot you guys have had today of the gradient, and it's like, I don't even know why. Fucking camera shenaniganery. Ooh, there's that green. Look at that. Flakies are magical, chat. I could have done with maybe a bit more green at the tip of that one. It's fine though. And that's a little bit heavy on Lunar, but it's also fine. This is great. I really like the way this turned out, chat. I hope you guys like it. I know it's a little bit out of focus because the focus is still locked down here, but you guys know when I'm like struggling to show you on camera, I'm really glad that you can see the gradient like this, because this is so much closer to what it looks like in person, to be able to actually, yeah, this is the, oh, kind of hard to read, but this is the Holo Taco April Fool's shade, the ugliest polish, did Christine say, ever made? So we're tentatively thinking about calling this the world's ugliest gradient? Question mark, exclamation mark? I don't know, chat. Should I go there? Was it? I don't know. You guys know Christine's nail polish streams are like started and over usually before I'm even awake. So unless it like gets fed to me as a YouTube short. I agree, Timbers, but to lean into the ugly. So this color also was deemed ugly. This is called Not Pressed. It's a very weird olive green, kind of a chartreuse color, and it sold so poorly that it's already been discontinued. This color was not part of the ugly umbrella, and neither was Lunar, obviously, but yeah, like I dare you to tell me that this polish is ugly. This manicure is fantastic, dude. Australia said it was the ugliest color. Yeah, this is good. I'm quite pleased, chat. From not knowing what I was doing on my nails to having this. I'll take it. 12/12 also. Which means I was pretty close on my estimate, because I said I thought we could probably be done by midnight, and I don't think we quite made it by midnight. But pretty close. Pretty close. Thanks, Munchkins. Lunar is my favorite, Chris. I really like Lunar a lot. That is gonna be it for me tonight, chat. I'm gonna find somewhere to send you guys. Tomorrow, I have to see how I feel when I wake up. I'm halfway done with my taxes. The hard half is done, but the stressful half is still to come. And if you're like, why is the stressful half not the hard part? Well, like, I say every year, like, well, this year I'm going to be good and I'm going to keep my receipts and shit organized and, you know, everything for business expenses and etc. And then I don't. So yesterday was organizing all my paperwork, like getting all my 1099s together, getting all my, you know, stuff that I can write off, receipts and stuff in order. And I'm very proud of myself that, like, I got that done. Like, that's the hard part, like getting it all, you know, so that when I go to do my taxes, it's not like, oh, where's the 1099 from Twitch, dude? Like, I got that, you know. But I didn't do the actual part, right? But also, I don't want to take the day off to do my taxes and then be in a mental state where I can't do my taxes. And then I'm just sitting here like, I should be doing my taxes or I should be streaming, but instead I'm just sitting on my ass. So I am giving myself the flexibility to put it off. But, like, there's not that much longer to put it off, number one. It would be grand peace of mind to get it out of the way, number two. And it really won't take that long, number three. Like, the like I said, the hard part is done. But for some reason, the filing is the stressful part. Also, I know that I owe. So, I gotta pay. But all this to say, I might stream tomorrow, but I might take tomorrow off to finish my taxes. I will let you guys know in Discord. Friday is family day, so Friday is kind of up in the air, as it usually is, but if I'm home early enough, I do plan to stream. Yeah, Timmers, thanks for hanging out. And then the weekend, we'll have to see. Like I said, I want to get a non-disco stream in for those who have been avoiding disco streams. But also, by Saturday, I'm going to be wanting to get back to disco. So, we'll see. I will keep you guys posted. If you haven't done your taxes, I relate to you. So many years, it has been the very last day. And it might sound absurd, but the fact that it's, you know, not just, you know, I'm like 4 days early or whatever. When are they due? Tuesday? You know, it's less than a week. You know, this is still the last minute, but it's not the last day. So I really feel like that's a win. And you too can have this feeling of winning. Just do your taxes. You're welcome, Owen. I'm gonna rate us over to Chris. Chris was here earlier. Chris took quite a break from streaming, and then Chris has been back. So let's go say hi to Chris. Chris is doing some White Palace learning. There's the raid. There's the direct link. Here's a raid message. Give you a birthday gift and get your taxes done. Is it weird to have your birthday on tax day, Izzy? Yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping I can just, like, do it. Like, wake up and be like, yeah, we're doing it. But we'll see. And maybe, you know what? Maybe I just do it and it actually is so smooth and so easy and it's not stressful and I don't stress out and I do my taxes and stream. And maybe I shouldn't have said that out loud because I jinxed it now, but, like, maybe I could do both. Maybe. At least people remember it. True. You're welcome, Munchkins. Thanks, Torny. Maybe I'm forgetting something. I don't know. I gotta clean up and honestly, like, I'm getting a little hungry. I could use a snack. What did I have for dinner? Too much salad. Well, it was a good amount of salad. It was delicious salad, but salad don't stick with you. So anyway, give Chris some luck and have a great rest of your night and hope to see you guys next time. And if you are in the future on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed as well. Please feel free to subscribe, and if you'd like to join me live, twitch.tv/ColetteMSLP. Of course, you can check out the edited version over on my main channel, and thanks for watching.